It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's J.C. Horn. He enters this week approaching 50 tackles for the year.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In motion, left Shepard. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off the play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
From the gun, here's Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
2-2 that one.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him, and I think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense. What's the deal, Rob?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A 64 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Prescott. And he completes it to Wilson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dameon Pierce, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And Dameon Pierce capped things off with a touchdown grab. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. And now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
3rd and 3. From the 50, here's Fields.
Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He'll get 11, but it'll that'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
No, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll get this up past the 45. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now Fields. This taken in by Kincaid.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Fields.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fields now to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They'll go. Achane.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about Throwing, Prescott.
Got his man. That's Davis. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run behind center with Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge. Here's 2nd and 10.
They go again with Pierce. And he lost the football. Now Davis fumbles it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
He's got this one to Hutchinson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4.
Now Prescott.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. They'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And they'll give this to Achane to the 27-yard line. And the Eagles at 8-4 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they've worked on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Achane is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Dalton Kincaid.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now this throw caught left side. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now it's Fields. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 6. To the air again, Fields.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here's Prescott.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the New Orleans Saints. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then two more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Achane on the counter.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Achane.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Prescott. Screen pass to Connor. That is going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. No, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Now Fields.
Flushed out right. Powering forward. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Achane gets it from the gun. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the belt 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a first down throw. Fields. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Prescott. And a completion to Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, That's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very...
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a two-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On play action, Prescott. Caught, it's Wilson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Going for it with Pierce.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Prescott off play action. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Play action now. Prescott. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Adam Troutman
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there complete to Mooney.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think that he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mid. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead.
A first down throw for Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott down.
That's complete right side to Connect.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 36.
Well, following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Off play action. Fields. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Fields now to throw.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now it's Fields. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith
from 17 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Prescott on 1st down.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He completes it to Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Prescott looks to throw on first. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. To the air again, Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. First down, Prescott.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Prescott.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cole Kmet, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice game to bring up a new set of downs.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Down to the 41.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
On the handoff, it's H.M.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for Philadelphia, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland.